Our party is opposed to privatization of power sectors, namely the Genco, Transco, and to Discom in the name of entrusting the power bill collection to Adani Powers in Old City of Hyderabad and so-called pilot project.
Majidar Khan.
Balance Speaker, sir. Our party, All India Majlis Ittehadul Muslimin, has been demanding that the Telangana state should be given a fair deal by the union government. This has been our party's persistent stand ever since the beautification of United Andhra Pradesh and formation of Telangana state in June 2014. I may recall that my party floor leader Janab Akbaruddin Owaisi Sahab has been raising his voice in this particular assembly against the injustice meted out to the Telangana state by the BJP, now NDA government, ever since the new state came into being. Participating in the discussion on the Governor's Address, State Budget Appropriation Bill and short discussion on various subjects, Janab Akbaruddin Owaisi Sahab has been demanding the union government to do justice to the state and implement all the assurances contained in the AP Reorganization Act. However, ever since it came to power in 2014, coinciding with the formation of the Telangana state, the BJP regime at the center has been adopting discriminatory attitude towards Telangana and seeking to favor the successor Andhra Pradesh state at the expense of Telangana. Our party has been highlighting how the union government has been denying its rightful share to Telangana in devolution of central taxes as well as in the central grants and aid for the central schemes and centrally sponsored schemes. Also, the union government has been consistently refusing to fulfill the assurances given in the AP Reorganization Act. We, All India Majlis Ittehadul Muslimin, have consistently said that the successive union budgets since 2014 till date have been unfair to Telangana state. Telangana state's share of central devolution has been fixed at 2.10% as against AP's share of 4.05% on the recommendation of 15th Finance Commission. For instance, in the financial year 23-24, Telangana received only 23,216 crores as share in central taxes as against rupees 44,699 crores released to Andhra Pradesh. Also, Andhra Pradesh was given additional grants for its new capital Amravati and Polavaram project and for its budgetary deficit. In the union budget for 24-25 presented by the Finance Minister, Telangana is allocated 26,216 crores as against 50,475 crores for AP. The Union Finance Minister also made a reference to AP Reorganization Act and announced that AP would be provided rupees 15,000 crores as additional grants in the current year and similar amounts in the future years. Moreover, the union government has been targeting Telangana state by restricting the borrowing of the state under FRBM Act by curbing the loans taken by corporations, governments, undertakings under the government guarantees with budgetary borrowing of the state government. Also, the union government has been refusing to provide central grants for Mission Kakatiya, Mission Bhagarita, as recommended by Niti Aayog, as well as Palmeru Rangareddy Lift Irrigation Scheme and Kaleshwaram project by designating them as national projects on the lines of Polavaram project of AP as per the AP Reorganization Act. The union government has not fulfilled many of the provisions made in the AP Reorganization Act, including distribution of revenues and appropriation of assets and liabilities of the state government and the state public undertakings. The AP Reorganization Act made several provisions for setting up educational and infrastructure facilities in Telangana also. These provisions relate to the establishment of tribal university, setting up integrated steel plant at Bayaram, and integral coach factory at Khazipet, apart from improvement of road connectivity under NHAI and rail connectivity in the state. The union government has also refused to release the central grants for the development of backward districts in Telangana. Even after 10 years, the union government has failed to fulfill these assurances to the Telangana under the AP Reorganization Act. On the other hand, the BJP government at the center has been making attempts to harm the interest of Telangana by seeking to privatize some coal blocks of Singareni colonies, pressurizing the state to privatize the nationalized bus routes operated by TSRTC, and also gaining control over all irrigation and hydel projects of Godavari and Krishna rivers. Telangana state has suffered a lot on account of the union government apathy in resolving the issues relating to sharing of Krishna waters between Telangana and AP under the Krishna River Water Dispute Tribunal Act. This has adversely affected the Palameru, Rangareddy and Dindi irrigation projects in the state. After the change of government in the state in December 2023, Revant Reddy Sahab has met on Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and other union ministers to seek clearance for various state projects and schemes, as well as for their additional assistance to state, but in no vain. I would like to demand once again that the Congress government in the state should implement all the 6 guarantees and the other promises made by the Congress manifesto by finding the resource of the same. इसका बहुत इंतजार है साहब, खास तौर से आप हमारे भी इलाके में आए थे, वहां पे भी इनका वादा हुआ था और वहां की भी आवाम इसके लिए इंतजार में है. Our party is opposed to privatization of power sectors, namely the Genco, Transco and 2 Discom in the name of entrusting the power bill collection to Adani Powers in old city of Hyderabad and so-called pilot project. We extend full support to the Telangana government in its fight to secure the state rightful share or central resources and to ensure all the promises and assurances to the Telangana under AP Reorganization Act. Thank you, sir.